Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Wednesday afternoon. Welcome into this, the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I'm Andy Graham alongside Randy Lee. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. We'll take you up to the 1 o'clock hour, so as we do each and every day. And we would appreciate if you join us each and every day, Monday through Friday, right here on the Auburn Blitz, 12 to 1 on your cable dial, I think 701, or depending on if it's Charter Channel 80. There's a couple of different ways to find us. You can find us on our YouTube page or our Facebook page as well. If you're a first-time watcher, where have you been? We've been around for a while. So join us and continue to join us. We'd love to hear from you. Then you can give us a call, 256-234-6221. Each and every day, the phone lines are open. We'd love to hear from you, and we get some interesting phone calls from time to time. And so, but we welcome them all. So, SEC Media Days is just around the corner. It will be here. It will start on Monday from down in Tampa, Florida. We found out yesterday that Auburn will be taking not only Alex Golesh, but Byron Brown. I thought we all knew that was coming. Alex McPherson, I called that one. Thought that would be a great story. But Champ Anthony, that was not one that I was thinking about. But there's your three representatives from Auburn. What do you think?
Well spoken. Especially when you talk about McPherson and Anthony, who's been around long enough to have a take on the new regime at Auburn and, has shown that they're Auburn people and going to be, graduates and going to be someone that you look back and say they played their entire career. Not often, I think, are we going to be able to say that. I hope that I'm able to say that 20 years from now, but we don't get that opportunity too often. So you take your quarterback, and, I think Golesh did the right thing from a culture-building standpoint to take two guys that are very well-spoken. Mm-hmm. Champ Anthony's had some injury issues, but has always said the right things when a mic's in front of him and plays the game the right way when he gets an opportunity to play. And you got to take Alex McPherson's story. I mean, he's an exceptionally good player for one, but to come back from what he has and the look that he had only a couple of years ago to where he is now is a great story, Andy. So I like the choices. And, where Brett took it this morning was you don't have a Cobb there, you don't have an Atkins there. Maybe not taking your best defensive and your best offensive player that's been around.
Yeah. But
not always are the best players the best representation of what you're doing and the best leadership. And I'm not knocking either of those two, but the two older Auburn guys that have been there for a while, I know enough about, and I know that I like them, and a lot of Auburn people do too.
I don't think it's a coincidence either that all three of these guys have suffered a major injury and have worked their way back, or a major illness in McPherson's circumstances. That's who Alex Golesh is. He talks about perseverance all the time. He talks about overcoming. He talks about sticking it out, and these three epitomize that. They are the personification of that. So I don't think that's a coincidence either.
No, I don't, and I think that it's all part of football.
Mm.
Now
you might say that for pretty much every player.
Well,
that's probably had a big time.
That could go with every sport.
Yeah.
I mean, injuries are an issue. We're in the middle of the World Cup right now, and there are issues. One of the big parts, and I know that we'll probably talk about it a little bit later, was the injury France had on the back end yesterday. How much did it hurt them closing out that game and having to put somebody in there? But that's all part of sport. But football especially, if you play that sport, You could play basketball for a very long time and never have a major injury. It happens. You can play baseball for a very long time, especially if you're not a pitcher. I mean, if you're a pitcher, you're going to have an injury. It's going to come.
Unless you're a freak like Nolan Ryan. Or Greg Maddux.
You could play a very long time and not have a serious injury. Football is coming.
Yeah.
Now, how you deal with it is part of you. And, that's one thing in society that has gotten a little bit tougher as you and I get older is the willingness to put yourself out there. I know I'm not wrong by saying this, but participation in high school football is at its lowest level in, like, generations. And why is that? Well, because there's a lot of research going on out there about concussions and injuries and, not wanting little Johnny.
Permanent damage.
We had this conversation with my parents and stuff. It was never communicated to us. I don't know ever having a talk at home like, Randy, I don't want you to get hurt, and I need you to think this through. And Craig, would you please not hit everybody that you hit with the crown of your helmet? I mean, it would be nice if you wouldn't break your nose every single year that you play football. Would you not break it in the first week or two? Never was a conversation. Now it's a constant. So I'm going somewhere with this, is that football is just a difficult sport to talk yourself into putting your body through it. And so I think having three guys that have gone through this does say something about the direction that this program's going to. It's a good point you make.
Yeah. Also, we found out yesterday Gabe Gross is moving on. They're stepping down or moving sideways. I don't know how you want to look at it. Taking a job in the assistant to the athletic director.
Yeah.
Made-up position for him, especially because he's an Auburn guy. This used to be the big pull. This was the gold mine of being a good college athlete at a school for a 4-year period. This used to be the end result of that. Mm-hmm. We'll take care of it. You come on back, we'll find a job for you. We got somebody out here in Alabama Power. They'll get you a job. This was
Great point.
This was the goal. This is not. Nobody cares anymore. You're here at this school. You're here at that school. People don't even think about that. They don't think about making inroads. They don't think about the long term. They just think about now. That being said, that's just a sidebar. That was for free. Gabe Gross is out. We got a new hitting coach. Comes from Georgia, where they had bashed the baseball for the last 2 years. I mean, clearly he's got a great resume. Nick Amorati. But just your thoughts on this?
Well, background with Butch Thompson.
Yeah.
That's the angle that I'll take this is, and I asked Brett that this morning. I mean, have you ever talked to somebody that had been around Butch Thompson for a long time and didn't like him? Mm-hmm. So the gift of how nice and great a person that it feels like, if you go off of what people say Butch Thompson is the gift that keeps on giving. Because I'm sure everybody in the country would like to have a coach that is that highly sought after. But, he was a catcher there at Mississippi State while Butch was a coach. He got that to kind of go back on, did a great job at Kentucky, best I remember. Has put up great stats as an offensive coach wherever he's been. But Butch Thompson just has that way about him that gets recruits to come to him. I mean, I would say that we're more talented now than we've ever been at Auburn. So some of the 80s teams that I'd have to go back and look and see. But the difference back then is there weren't these recruiting rankings where you could go and say, we've got this many highly sought-after prospects that are clearly going to be draft picks, but they're probably going to choose to come to Auburn University to play now because more are making that choice rather than going straight out of high school into the minor league ranks. Auburn's.
I might argue that 97 team, Tim Hudson, David Ross, Josh Etheridge, Casey Dunn.
There's going to be a couple of them I'm sure you can go and compare.
Yeah.
But there's no way that you can argue that this is a highly talented team with some top-end guys that everyone in the country would like, and more coming. I mean, great recruiting classes the last several years that are in a fertile ground that we live in. I mean, you live over in – I've always said this back when the bordering states were dealing with the lottery and we were fighting that uphill battle. I mean, when you're in Auburn, Alabama, and so you've got that Columbus, Phoenix City, Russell County corridor, and then you're sitting there in the east, you got all of Georgia. Man, baseball is, if you grew up around here and you did travel baseball, man, it's king in this area. If you could just keep the ones that are close by within a couple 100 miles radius, get the best one of that bunch, you're going to have a good squad. Yeah. But we struggled with it mightily for a long time, and now that the NIL, it doesn't feel like we're fighting that battle quite as much. And so it's a great, back to your point, it's a great hire. It's a great hire for Auburn, and hopefully the hire that takes Auburn to the level that we want to go, which is to win a national championship. We've done everything else under Butch Thompson. Now you got to take it to the next level and win a national championship.
You figure we've got the pitching figured out.
Yeah.
If we start hitting the ball like Georgia's been hitting the ball. Now, granted, a lot of that is players.
But you got to get those players.
But I did see that Ammirati is going to be in charge of portal acquisitions as
Good. Well, he's the one that chose them.
He knows what a good hitter looks like. He knows how to make them even better, I hope so. That we'll see. The next couple of years, it ought to be interesting to watch for sure. All right, we got to take our first break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice. Bice Motors.
Looking for hometown service and name brands you can trust? Come to Presley Appliance and Furniture. From the best choice in appliances from Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid to home furnishings, Presley's is your one-stop shop for comfort and quality. And now we've added the Mattress Shop by Serta Simmons Bedding and top quality sheets and pillows from Caraloha. Shop Presley Appliance and Furniture on Cherokee Road in Alex City or online at PresleyAppliance.com. That's PresleyAppliance.com.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
At Southern Union State Community College, success isn't a solo journey. It's powered by something bigger. A herd of faculty, mentors, industry partners, and a community committed to helping you move forward. Whether you're earning a degree that prepares you for immediate entry into the workforce, transferring to a university, or learning a new skill, Southern Union helps you find your strength and run with it. Herd powered, performance driven. Southern Union State Community College. Apply today at suscc.edu.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Hillaby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best kept secret. 256-329-0552. That's Hillaby Towers in Alexander City.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
Celebrate America's 250th all month long at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika. During the month of July, with every new or used vehicle purchase, you'll receive a beautiful embroidered American flag kit for your home. Our way of helping you proudly celebrate. We have over 500 vehicles in stock and ready for immediate delivery. You'll find the biggest discounts and a great selection. Visit Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika today. Get ready to smile.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Randy here with you, just getting started on today's show. We are brought to you each and every day by the Glenda Mitchell Law Firm for all your personal injury needs. Give their law firm a call today. They are always looking out for your best interest, and if you need any legal advice, or certainly if you need a lawyer because of a personal injury, Glenda Mitchell is the law firm you need to call. J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. No job is too big. No job is too small, commercial or residential. For all your needs, give J.A. Smith a call today. All right, Randy. I always like to look into the numbers a little bit.
We know this about you.
And
sometimes they turn my stomach.
Well, this one's not going to be much better because I think, and everybody understands, and we talked about this. I talked about this with Jim on Monday or Tuesday. I guess it was Tuesday. Auburn's offense has got to get better. Okay, we have hired, and you have made this point ad nauseum, we have hired over and over and over and over again, the last 4 times, an offensive guru. Made their bones on the offensive side of the ball. And yet, outside of 13-14, 17 and 18, our offenses have been sporadic at best and at worst. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And why? I'll let you start.
Okay.
We did this same take this morning, so I've got an opinion on this, but I'd like to know the direction you're about to go.
Well, let me just, okay, the defense has held their own.
Oh, more than held. The stats would be 10 times better if they didn't have an inefficient offense on the other side of the ball.
Exactly. So, we talked about, I mentioned these yesterday, so these are just, general. Since 2018, defense has finished in the top 37 times. Offense has finished in the top 30 0 times. Top 5 defense in the SEC 3 times. Top 5 offense in the SEC 0 times. All right, let's go a little further into the numbers here. Since 2018, Auburn has held its SEC opponents to 24 points 28 times. We are 10 and 18 in those games. When we have held the opposition to 24 points or less, or to at least 24 points, we are 10 and 18 in those games. 11 times in the last 2 years, just the last 2 years, Auburn has scored less than 20 points in a game. 11 times. I'm just talking 18 games. I'm just talking Power 5 competition and SEC. In 18 games, we had 11 times we've scored less than 20 points. 14 times in the last 2 years, Auburn has scored 24 or less points. 14 out of 18, we have scored 24 or less points in SEC competition or Power 5. You know how many times Georgia has scored less than 24 points in a game the last 2 years?
Oh, twice.
5.
I'm shocked it's that many.
Yeah. A couple of those one of those against Auburn. You know how many times Texas has scored less than 24 points last 2 years?
3 times.
Actually, 8 for them. How many times Alabama?
The last 2 years they're outliers compared to before.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 6 to 8.
5.
Okay.
Ole Miss. How many times has Ole Miss scored less than 24 points?
Once.
Twice.
Okay.
Twice. 14 times for Auburn. 5 for Georgia, 8 for Texas, 5 for Alabama, 2 for Ole Miss. Are we seeing them? I mean, do we see the difference here between the Auburn offense and its competition?
Well, and that's the last 2 years. You know, the problem, Andy, is this going on back to 2015. I mean, we're 11 or 12 years into having no earthly idea going into the season what our identity is. I said, there can't be a motto that I like better than Alex Golish's motto this year. Be who you say you are. Just be who you say you are.
Yep.
If you say you're something, be that. We have not been who we say we are dating back to 2014. You can go back before then. Tuberville went through the Tony Franklin scheme and quite a few others, but let's just go back to 2015. All of a sudden, what we were sold in the press conference when Bo Jackson and Pat Sullivan and the rest of the search committee introduced Gus Malzahn to us is that we were going to run tempo, downhill running, 80-plus plays a game. Buddy, we got it. 13 came, man. We're smiling the same way you and I are smiling right now. 14 came, it wasn't much difference other than we couldn't stop anybody.
Yeah.
So there was no complaints towards be who you say you are. Well, okay, we are who we say we are, but we're just not very good on defense. We'll clean that up. All of a sudden, now I have no clue who we are. Every year I don't know who we're going to be. I don't know what the quarterback style is going to be. Don't know if we're going to run downhill, be physical. No clue what we are. I'm getting sold. It
changes from week to week.
Well, I get sold that the tight end's going to be important to every single year. Not important. Never see him. Never makes. Fairweather comes back in his second year after putting up decent numbers first year. Hell, he don't do anything. I mean, he's barely even someone that we look to. So be who you say you are. And I think Alex Golish says it, that he wants to be physical and play a brand of football that Auburn people grew to love when you and I were coming through. But we haven't been that in a very long time. So back to your point, I mean, can we change that? If we are if we do what he says that we're going to do, it may not happen in year one, but it will happen.
Yeah.
The Auburn people deserve for it to happen.
All right, we got to take another break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
At Southern Union State Community College, success isn't a solo journey. It's powered by something bigger. A herd of faculty, mentors, industry partners, and a community committed to helping you move forward. Whether you're earning a degree that prepares you for immediate entry into the workforce, transferring to a university, or learning a new skill, Southern Union helps you find your strength and run with it. Herd powered, performance driven. Southern Union State Community College. Apply today at suscc.edu.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Henderson & Coker is a premier custom general contractor located in central Alabama. With over 50 years of industry experience, Henderson & Coker has been crafting stunning custom residential and commercial spaces for families and businesses throughout Alabama and Georgia. If you're in the market for a top-of-the-line luxury home or specialized commercial work, contact the experts at 256-750-7383 and check them out on the web at hendersonandcoker.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Randy here with you. About 30 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. We always like to remind you about Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines. Great place to get some tremendous food in the Montgomery or Auburn area. So go and check out their website today. That's steaksinwine.com. Just the letter N, steaksinwine.com. Again, they would love to help you out with maybe catering your next event. Pepper Tree's catered your events, haven't they?
Oh, yeah. And Brett, I think Brett, practically every event is the direction that he goes. And just great, classy people there in Auburn. So make sure to stop by and see them.
Wonderful food. On Pepper Tree in Montgomery and on East Glen in Auburn. Let's go to the Eric McKinley Mortgage Pro hotline and welcome in Jerry. You're on the Auburn Blitz.
Hello, Andy and Randy. How you fellas doing today?
Great, Jerry. Thank you for the call.
Yes, sir, buddy. I appreciate y'all taking my call. I've called in the show before. It's been a little bit, but and I've mentioned it several times. Y'all probably know where I'm going with this, but we're talking about offense, and it begins up front. And I know you got to have quarterbacks, wideouts, and all that stuff, but it begins up front, and we just haven't been. Our offensive line play is stunk, and to me, a lot of it started back when Gus Malzahn, and I'm not trying to point a finger at him, but we just weren't developing guys on the offensive line. And I just want to see us have a more tough physical team that we can run downhill on people who are willing to commit to that, and we got the horses up front. First of all, have the ability, but mostly they've got the mindset that they're fixing, when that ball snaps, they fixing to come over across there, and they're going to fixing to whip somebody's rear end. And that's what I want to see. I know I'm old school. I know the game has changed. It's more of a finesse game in a lot of ways. But that's just my opinion on it, and I just feel like it starts up front, and when we get that straight, we'll be a whole lot better team. Thank y'all for taking my call. As always, War Eagle.
War Eagle to you, Jerry. We appreciate it. You want to reel off some stats to Jerry? And I'm sure, Jerry, I hope, and we do very much appreciate your phone calls, but the stats on recruiting over the last 10 years, offensive line, high school and JUCO recruiting.
Yeah, I don't recall off the top of my head.
You want me to shall I do it?
Please.
These are top 300 national recruits, not just top 300 offensive linemen, just top 300 overall national recruits in the last 10 years, high school and JUCO ranks. Auburn has signed 6. 3 of them came in 2017.
And one of them was Calvin Ashley.
That's the 2017 class. So
Okay.
3 came in 2017 following that really good season for Auburn. So we have signed 3 more since then. If you want to have a comparison between Georgia and Alabama during that same period, I'm going to miss the numbers exactly, but I'm going to be very close here. It's 35 for Alabama in that same period of time and 40 for Georgia in that same period of time. Georgia slightly more than Alabama in that same period of time on the offensive line, top 300 recruits, high-end targets. Doesn't mean they've got to be the number 1 offensive tackle, but really solid 4-star type offensive lineman, and that's the discrepancy in solely that number. And so, Jerry, what you're saying is exactly right. So we got to get the talent right there, and I think Coach Golish is making that a priority.
We've got one of the highest rated offensive tackles we've had in, I can't remember when. And everybody wanted him. He wasn't an outlier. He's not a guy from Germany that just started playing high school football 2 years ago. So, yes, there is a priority made for that. And that is a huge topic of conversation. And speaking exactly what we were talking about in the previous segment, that's directly related to, the amount of points that Auburn does score. We can't get the ball across the goal line. We're kicking a lot of field goals. We're attempting a lot of field goals. We're missing a lot of field goals a lot of times. But it's not only points. We're talking production as well. And I realize, production, the total yards can be deceiving to some degree. But when you look at it in totality, it is what it is, right? 6 times in the last 2 years, Auburn has produced less than 300 total yards in a game. 6 out of the 18 games, we produced less than 300 total yards. In today's world, that is abhorrent. 11 times in the last 2 years, we have produced less than 400 yards of total offense. 11 out of the 18 games, less than 400 yards. And you wonder why. I mean, why we're not scoring a lot of points. We're not moving the ball that well. But here's the kicker, Randy. This is the one that just screams. And this goes to show you how good, I think it speaks to how good Auburn's defense has been, but it also speaks to how inept we have been overall across the board. In 18 games the last 2 years in the SEC and Power 5 competition, 7 times in those 18 games, Auburn has outgained their opponent and lost the game. You know how many times Ole Miss has outgained their opponent and lost the game in the last 2 years?
Oh, zilch.
3 times.
I'm shocked.
3 times.
Now, it had to have been a 53-51, without thinking of the games.
Well, they outgained Kentucky and lost 24-17 somehow. Remember that game? It was
Yeah.
bizarre. That was one of them. I can't remember the other two off the hand. Alabama, one time. That they have outgained their competition and lost. One time. Texas, one time. They outgained Ohio State and lost on the road. It really wasn't that close, but still they outgained Ohio State but lost. Georgia in the last 2 years, granted they hadn't lost a lot of games, but that'd be a big fat zero. I mean, just think about if Auburn wins the games that they actually outplay their opponent, we'd have 7 more wins maybe the last 2 years. I mean, 7 games we've lost when we've played better, outplayed our opponent. You can't lose those games. That's inept.
I can't add anything to that.
We got to take a break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We are located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open, located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area, and they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all: Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your vehicle or boat to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your boat or vehicle the right way. Located on Highway 63, just about 2 miles from Highway 280 in Alexander City, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328.
During Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air Jurassic Challenge, replace your system by July 31st, and you could win up to $2,500 back for the oldest HVAC system or $1,000 for the oldest water heater. Call Dixie and it's done.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Randy here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. Only a couple more segments left in today's show. Thank you so much. 256-234-6221. Give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind. I just got to let me put a fine point on this, and then we can move on. When I say Auburn outgained their opponent and lost, you might conjure up and say, well, I mean, you know, we lost. We outgained them by
20
yard or two.
Yeah.
2025, Auburn outgained Alabama 411 to 280 and lost that one 27-20. We outgained Vanderbilt. You'll recall this one in overtime. Now, the numbers were actually much larger discrepancy in regulation. But in overtime, things kind of matched up a little bit. We still ended up outgaining them 563 to 544. And we lost in, I don't know if it was one or two overtimes. I can't remember. But we lost that one. We outgained Kentucky. Now, this one goes down in the Hall of Shame. That we lose to a deplorable Kentucky team. But we still outgained them 241 to 240. That in itself, we ought to be probably banned from the SEC, but nonetheless. In 2024, we outgained Vanderbilt at home by 100 yards, 327 to 227, and lost by 10. We outgained Oklahoma in 2024, 482 to 291. And you'll famously recall we threw a pick six late and then, just gutted ourselves there on the field. We outgained Arkansas that same year, 431 to 334, almost 100 yards. We lost by 10, 14 to 24. 2025, we outgained Missouri 357 to 343 and lost in overtime 17 to 23. We outgained people by 100 yards and lost by double digits. How do you even do that? Hugh Freeze, man, you talk about incompetent. This coaching staff, I'm at a loss, man.
Well, one of the biggest ones that you said here was the Alabama game, though. And here's the thing about the offensive output in two of those games that you just brought up were Derek Nix.
Yeah.
Though putting massive yards
True.
up.
True.
Once he took over the helm last year, Auburn looked like a completely different team. But
where's he been all this
He wasn't the
time?
head coach, so he couldn't fix all of it. And, you know, I'm not knocking Durkin for coming in and trying to clean it up, but, I mean, Free's already gone. And so,
it was a change at quarterback.
Yeah, doing the best they could. So, I don't know. It's disgusting. It's difficult to get up year in and year out.
If you cannot start with winning the games you are supposed to win, then you're just chasing your tail. If you don't start there and win the games you're supposed to win, which we have not done the last 7 years, we have given away games that we were supposed to win so many times. I could go back. I don't even want to go back past 2024 and look at some of these games. But that's where it's got to start. We are so far. It used to be, Auburn bounces back, right? We bounce back so fast, and that was true. But now we've been in the desert for a while, and we have gotten comfortable with crapping games away to sorry teams. That's got to stop. That's number one, Alex Golish. You repair that in 2026, I don't care if we go 6-6. If you repair that and we beat the 6 teams we're supposed to beat, and we lose close games to the teams that are toss-ups or clearly better than we are, I think we're on the mend.
Can you give me now your thought process on the 3 worst coaches in Auburn football history and where they
Auburn
lie
football history?
Yes,
Yeah.
because 2 of them got to be recently.
Yeah.
Or who do you consider the worst, Harsin or Freeze?
It's a good question. I would say at Auburn, I would say Freeze, because what is the hallmark? Of the Freeze era, what is the high point? At least I can say under Harsin, we went into Baton Rouge and won. Now, how we did that, I still don't know. But made Bo Nix. That's the only reason it happened. But now, granted, he was a clown. And overall, you take career coaching, but we're just talking about at Auburn. They're the top 2 clowns in my lifetime. I
agree.
Yeah. Who would be the third?
It would go back generations to get to someone that's even in their discussion.
Yeah. I wouldn't even put, I know everybody just, dogs poor Barfield. But, it wasn't like he was just completely terrible. We look at it coming off of Sug Jordan and then coming into Pat Dye. Yes, he's sandwiched in there. It's not a good look. Now, granted, the last few years of Sug were not good either. But, I think we won 7 games.
8 one year.
Yeah, so, he was competent at least. Good grief, we've had some. It's just good grief, we've had some clowns. Yes, you're right. They're the worst. They're the worst. All right, we got one final segment on the way right after this.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer availability. Eligibility may vary.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Wednesday afternoon. Spain takes down France yesterday.
Was it close?
It was really not. Spain looks really good. I thought France might win the whole thing, but any four of these teams could win it.
Well, you know, the beauty of soccer maybe more than others is you can have a great offensive team, but it's really an offensive and defensive game in that sport. And Spain's only conceded the one goal the entire tournament. So if you're an offensive team that has looked inefficient at times on the back end like France has, then all you got to do is get a couple in the back of the net. And the thing about Spain, I don't know how much you watched yesterday, they had 3 or 4 more great opportunities. One that was in the back of the net by, I can't remember, one of their top strikers. I think it might have been Lamine Yamal, but he just was slightly offside.
Yeah.
For them to win by 3 or 4-0. So big game today, though.
Yeah, England and Argentina. You see, I'm wearing my Argentina.
First time Messi has played England. Did you know that?
Did not. First time England's made it to the 16th round of 6 or past the round. Yeah. Isn't it?
Nah.
I'm talking about like in years and years, isn't it?
It's a good question. I feel like I know they made the semis in '90.
Okay.
Why do I think they made?
That'd be 30-something years.
I don't know why. I feel like they might have made the semis in one of these previous two as well. But I might be wrong there. But but the point you're making, I think it's the best version of England in a very long time. It's a team that when you watch them, you go, they could win it.
Yeah, they're good. And I mean, like I said, any of the three left could win it all for sure. John poses a hypothetical question here. If we were playing an important SEC game and you had this choice, what would you choose? Hugh Freeze is the head coach and play caller, but Sean White as QB. Or Malzahn as the head coach and play caller, and Peyton Thorne as QB.
Oh, this is easy. This is easy. Based off of their Auburn tenure?
Yeah.
Oh, just give me Malzahn.
With Peyton Thorne?
They don't care.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I definitely don't think Sean White brings any great dynamic to the game that Peyton Thorne. Like, there's got to be a big enough discrepancy between what I conceive the talent of those quarterbacks to be for me to ever choose Hugh Freeze in any of those. Like, he's Tony Barbee in my book at this point.
I think Peyton Thorne was actually a much better run than people gave him credit for.
I agree.
I think Malzahn could probably do something with him.
Yeah.
I would agree with you. I think I would take a great, interesting hypothetical there. All right. On this day, it is July the 15th. Happy birthday today, Lloyd Cowboy Copas. I'm headed back to Alabama. Sang that song, sang Candy Kisses on my. Also died in the plane crash with
Buddy Holly.
No. The female singer, great country female. Why am I blanking?
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
You keep talking.
Yeah, I will get it. But died in the plane crash with her and
Patsy
Cline, yeah. 1963. Alex Karras played for the Detroit Lions, famously became an actor, was in Mr. Belvedere. He was Mongo in Blazing Saddles. Also, I think he was one of the ones caught up in the betting scandal, Paul Hornung.
Okay.
I think so. Ken Kercheval from Dallas. Cliff Barnes from Dallas.
Good actor.
Yeah. Patrick Wayne, son of John Wayne. Jan Michael Vincent, if you're ever a big fan of Airwolf. Stringfellow Hawk. He was the pilot. Do you know watch Airwolf? About the helicopter? Really? Man. Oh, man, that was a great 80s show.
You, Brett, and Luke know things.
1990. Linda Ronstadt, Blue Bayou, among many others. 80 years old today, Linda Ronstadt. Artemis Pyle, drummer for Lynyrd Skynyrd, survived the plane crash. Born on this day, 1948. Jesse the Body Ventura, also the governor of Minnesota. 1951. John Stallworth, the other receiver on the other side of Lynn Swann, maybe just as good, but got a lot less publicity than Lynn Swann. Also from
Alabama.
Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Where did he play college ball?
He did not play at Alabama.
He played at Alabama A&M.
There you go. Terry O'Quinn, born on this day, 1954. He was in Lost, great actor. He was also the sheriff in Silver Bullet. The got his head bashed in by the werewolf with a baseball bat.
Useless knowledge. Lots of useless knowledge.
Kim Alexis, one of the first Sports Illustrated swimsuit models on the cover. Born on this day, 1960. Forrest Whitaker, fine actor.
Great actor.
1961. Brigitte Nielsen in the Rocky movies.
Married to Sylvester Stallone.
Red Sonja as well, if you prefer. Diane Kruger was in the what was the Nicolas Cage where they were searching for the gold and stuff?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
She was in those movies. She was the love interest. What were they called? National Treasure. And Damian Lillard, born on this day, 1990. He's just a young whippersnapper.
Yeah, getting older, man.
Yeah, but he's getting
90
older.
Might sound young to you.
It's older than it used to be.
God, 36.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for us. He's Randy. I'm Andy. So long for now, everybody. And Ryan, our producer, happy birthday to Rhino behind the glass. So long for now, everybody. We'll talk again soon.